Hey looters, today I'm going back in time to one of the first articles I ever wrote. It combines the best abilities of the Assassin Rogue and the Channel Divinity of the Grave Cleric, today on Flutes Loot. If you're new here, I'm Flutes, my wife is Opal, and together we have flutesloot.com, where we write all kinds of articles about D&D 5th edition for others who enjoy the hobby so we can all become better players and DMs together. There is a link in the description just for you where you can go to the article that accompanies this video. Bookmark it, share it with your friends, and see what they think. So this concept, it's really simple. I've always been a little bit enamored with the Assassin, even though it's not a great subclass, which is why I wrote a revision for it to make it better. But this build is just based on the rules as written subclasses. So what you do, it's really simple. Assassin, a level 3 you get Assassinate, so if you go before someone in combat and they're surprised, you automatically get a critical hit. And then all the way at level 17, you get Death Strike, where you can force them to make a saving throw, and if they fail, you double the damage of your attack, which is not the same as making them vulnerable. It just doubles it. So you got all your sneak attack damage. At level 17, you're going to have 9d6, and that doubles to 18d6. And then there's also your rapier, let's say you're attacking with, so that's a d8 turning into 2d8. Your dex modifier plus 5, and then you would times that by 2 because the death strike doubles the damage. So that gets you some pretty impressive damage output, but I wanted to go for even more, and so the Grave Cleric, Channel Divinity, Path to the Grave, can make an opponent vulnerable to the next instance of damage that they take. No saving throw or anything, you just point at them and say, you dead. So if you multi-class as a cleric, you'll gain some cool benefits as well, but that Channel Divinity is what you really want. You could also combo this with maybe you're an assassin and there's a Grave Cleric in your party, but you can do it on your own too. Now someone brought up the point of like, when does initiative get rolled? And they were saying, wouldn't it be rolled when you do your Channel Divinity to point at someone, Path to the Grave? And I pointed out that like, not necessarily is that the case. If you were to charm someone, you charmed them, right? But are you in initiative order, even though you've charmed them successfully and they're not going to fight you? That was a hostile action you took. I would say this is even more benign. All you did is point at someone. There's nothing in Path to the Grave that says a light shines on them or you speak a word. No, you just point at them and you focus your divine power on them. So it's not really perceptible as a hostile action. So you could be hiding behind some drapes or under a bed or something. As long as you can see the person, you can point at them and mark them so that they will be vulnerable to your attack in your next round. So anyway, what you do is you do Path to the Grave and then you attack. If you hit, you do all the damage I mentioned earlier with the automatic critical hit, assuming your initiative roll is better than theirs or they won't be surprised. And now you will times the damage rolled by 4. This gives you maximum damage output of 516 damage with a single attack. 2d8 for rapier, 18d6 for sneak attack, 5 for dex modifier, and then all that is multiplied by 4 for making them vulnerable to the damage. So there's not a lot of creatures that would survive that or would even need that much damage to be taken down. That's your maximum damage. But what's really cool is your minimum damage is 100. If you rolled all ones on your rapier, your sneak attack, added plus 5 from your dex, that gives you 25. Times that by 4, you get 100. So minimum damage 100, maximum damage 516. Now obviously this is a very high level, mostly theory crafting. I probably wouldn't make a character whose end goal is to be able to do this. I'd probably do it as a one-shot or something like that. Still, it's a fun concept, and I've always had a lot of visitors checking it out and sharing it on Reddit or whatnot who thought it was an interesting build. I thought I'd share it here on YouTube as well. It's called my Assassin of the Grave. I don't think that's the most original name, but it is clear what it is. It's almost a redundant name, kind of like Flashy Flash and all the ninjas in One Punch Man where they have redundant names like Speed of Sound, Sonic. Yeah, that's my Assassin of the Grave. So anyway, what do you think of this build? I hope you'll subscribe to this channel so that we can keep bringing out videos to accompany our articles that we've written, sometimes long ago, sometimes more recently. And I hope you'll cast a message in the comment section down below so we can get a dialogue going if you think this is a cool idea or if you have other cool ideas for just theory crafting characters that you might try for a one-off one day, but you don't know if you'll ever get the chance because there's just never enough time to play D&D. Sometimes we just make characters because it's fun, right? Again, I'm Flutes. Check out Opal's videos too. She's great. She has a lot of great lore dives and even some crafting ideas if you like to do props for D&D. And I'll catch you in the next video. Take care until next time. See you later.